My channel. This is Gurvinder coming at you. Today we'll be discussing the Canadian real estate market, and in particular what I'm going to be focusing on is on two articles, and I want to take you through the details and share my opinion as well. This is related to some new laws and regulations that the federal government under the leadership of Justin Trudeau is looking to bring forward, and this is his mandate that he has put forward to his Minister of Housing for potentially, I'm assuming for 2022 because we're at the end of 2021 here. So just to kick it off, we're going to be covering this topic in some detail. I'm going to go through some of the policies that potentially will be coming into place, or at least what we're hearing on the market. And of course, if you have any questions, put them in the comments in the chat, and I'll get back to them in terms of anything that you need a further explanation about, or just curious, or just want to have a conversation. So this was a mandate letter that Mr. Trudeau provided to Ahmad Hussein on Thursday. This article is from December 16th on Yahoo Finance. The Prime Minister asked for measures that include a temporary ban on non-recreational residential sales to foreign buyers. So that's one of the first things that you've probably been hearing a lot from friends, family, or even the media, in the news particular. There is a strong perception in the marketplace that foreign buyers have been buying Canadian homes for years, buying these homes for the price appreciation, not renting them out, and there's vacant homes. A few months ago, I think there was an article or some data that came out. There's about maybe 1.1 to 1.3 million homes that are vacant throughout Canada. We only have a population of 36 million. So that's a lot of homes that have been vacant for a number of periods of time. So that's one of the first strategies. And you'll see here the ban is the cornerstone of Trudeau's plan to address Canada's frenzied housing market that has become synonymous with limited supply, leading to bidding wars, extreme buyers' anxiety, and skyrocketing costs. The price of homes, we're in December. I'm recording this on December 21st, 2021. And you'll see here these stats. These are from the Canadian Real Estate Association. Said that the national average home price was $720,000 in November and is projected to reach $739,000 in 2022. And for housing markets such as Vancouver and Toronto, they will be even higher for these markets, because we know if you follow this market for some period of time, or just depending on where you live, you know the Toronto and Vancouver real estate markets, or Ontario and British Columbia are on a different scale compared to the rest of Canada. Just continuing on some of the other changes that potentially may be forthcoming, Trudeau also wants to review down payment requirements for investment properties. So this one is particularly right now for investment properties, and I'm going to talk in the context of pre-construction homes or condos. Let's say you want to buy a pre-construction condo in downtown Toronto. The down payment will be 20% before you get the keys to this unit, and that's over a certain period of time. And usually it's broken up into 5% increments. Let's say when you sign the deal, it's 5% in 30 days, then another 5% in 60 days, another 5% in 90 days, another 5% in 120 days. It all depends on the builder, all depends on the project and the timing of the year and given the marketplace. But some have a longer down payment period to entice or incentivize, particularly investors in those situations, and obviously some end users. But it all depends on the builder, the project, and the situation. So that's another one. There's also create a fund to develop rent-to-own projects and an anti-flipping tax on residents that will require properties to be held for at least 12 months before they can be sold. Especially given the market in the last year, I'm going to speak in 2021 in terms of what I've seen. You'll see a home was sold 3 months ago for, let's say, 1.2 million. It will be relisted 3 months later at 1.5 million. So that will be an additional tax that the federal government is looking to place just to cool that down. There's been a lot of examples recently. I don't have any to share with you today, but maybe in a future video. But it does happen, and people are trying to make a quick dollar. So it's definitely something they want to, discourage. He being Justin Trudeau, also has the saying to ban blind bidding, a widely used practice where home buyers submit offers to sellers who don't disclose the details of competing bids. No one knows exactly which or how many number of these rules and regulations will be put forth, but these are just some of the ones that are in discussion, and we're really going to have to wait and hear what's going to be coming forth. And I just want to provide some perspective here from realtors and housing experts that are criticizing Justin Trudeau's plan, large parts of which were first revealed when his Liberal Party was campaigning during the federal election. So you'll probably remember from the federal election recently, this has been a hot topic, and it will continue to be a hot topic until Canadians, I'm going to say once again, can afford homes, because from my perspective, home prices have appreciated to such a large extent, and I think from November 2021 to November 2020, prices have appreciated 30%, and this is the Greater Toronto Area I'm speaking of. And those increases have not just been focused on the 905 or the 416, they've been ranging to many different jurisdictions, counties, and cities within Ontario. And for example, Milton, we got Bowmanville people are moving to Oshawa, Shelburne, Paris, Ontario. People are moving wherever it's pretty much drive to afford. And now with working from home and Omicron fears, working from home is here to stick. Some employers are going to hybrid, but people said, hey, I want more space. I want my privacy. I want to be able to not be stuck in an elevator, for example, if you're living in a condo before, and have that space in a home, and obviously more square footage, so I can, let's say, set up a home office, have something for my kids, have something to entertain. So our lives and society has changed to such a degree, but these are some of the measures that they're trying to put in place where they feel is just. Continuing forward, this is an article from December 21st from the Toronto Sun. I just wanted to continue and share a little bit more perspective from some other writers. So among the marching orders to Hussein was to dissuade Canadians from snapping up income properties by reviewing rules around down payments and policies to curb excessive profits. We spoke about this down payment potentially changing, and also anti-flipping rules. Hussein says tamping down on the rush for investment properties and flipping, as well as discouraging foreign investors from holding on to vacant properties, is also part of the plan to rein in home prices. He says the government would draw a line between mom and pop style landlords and large real estate trusts that own hundreds of units as a passive investment vehicle and may not care whether they are occupied. And the point, this is Hussein's commentary, the point is to reduce speculative demand in the market and help cool these astronomical increases in prices, Hussein said in an interview Tuesday. And just gonna chime in with my thoughts here. I think it's always a good thing when you're trying to, increase or provide that affordability to Canadians, and definitely don't want people to take advantage of the system. However, quantitative easing had a large part to do this. It's referred to also as QE, where the market is, flush with liquidity and people are given free money. I'm putting quotes around this. You can't see me, but are given free money to go utilize at their convenience. So one of the things that they've done is in investments. The second is the interest rates. Interest rates are at rock bottom, and they've been there since the pandemic has begun, which is 0.25. There has been chatter that in 2022, most likely Q2, this is between April 2022 and June 2022, the interest rate increases will potentially begin. And this is primarily really based on some inflation data, and also given the market activity in terms of supply and demand and what we've been seeing recently. So interest rates definitely need to play a part in discouraging, or I should say, reducing the speculation in the market. And third, it has really been investor behavior. Investors have been snapping up markets, very quickly, and this doesn't just span in the GTA. This is all over Ontario once again. I reside in Ontario, so this has been a large focus of mine, and where a lot of my research is spent. We've had some information or some data from Real Sophisy, which is a real estate company in Toronto, that in the last year, 1/4 or out of every 4 purchases, 1 was purchased by an investor. So they're huge in the marketplace, and some of these rules are there to discourage them as well. So these are my thoughts. These are some of the data and some of the articles on the marketplace in terms of some of the changes that are coming in 2022. I ask you to be vigilant. Make sure you know the rules and what you're walking into, especially given the rules that are upcoming. And also speak to your realtor and also your mortgage advisor or agent before you make that purchase, just to know what you're able to afford, and do the market prices add up. Obviously, do your own research, see what's comparable. just remember, don't let your emotions take you over when easier said than done when you're looking to buy your first property or looking to move up to something bigger. So I wish you the best of luck out there. I hope you found this content valuable, and the articles as well. If you appreciated this, please, I would appreciate a thumbs up, a like, some comments would be much appreciated as well to let me know what you found interesting, what I can do better. And obviously, if you subscribe, that would just put me over the moon. So I appreciate your time, and I'll continue to bring you news of value and that make a difference in terms of you being prepared on the marketplace. So have a great day, and almost it's the holidays, so happy holidays and happy new year to you and your family. So thank you for watching, and I appreciate your time. Have a good one.